Hey guys, Q here, and welcome back to part 5 of Super Mario Sunshine Versus. Now, in this episode, I go back to Bianco Hills and collect all of the blue coins that I have not already collected. I do have somewhat of a list, even though I have most of these blue coins memorized. Just have a list as a backup reference, just in case so I can check them off, you know, so I don't go like, where's that one blue coin? Because whenever I don't use a, by the way, here I'm getting the fruit for Yoshi, because I'm getting the, I believe, 2 Yoshi blue coins out of the way first. Anyways, so yeah, like, whenever I play this game, and sometimes there's like always that one blue coin in the level that I don't know where it is. And I mean, like, if you've played this game before, you've probably had that moment where you cannot, for the life of you, find the last 1 or 2 blue coins. And some of these, you know, you can't really blame them. I mean, as you'll see, there's like a blue coin where you have to spray the opening. As you can see, kind of right there, it's the one of the 2 openings to the left there. If it's the right opening, but yeah, you have to spray that with water, and then randomly a blue coin pops out. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in earlier. Oh, by the way, you have to eat the blue bird to get a blue coin. I'm pretty sure I mentioned how ridiculous they hide the blue coins in this game in an earlier episode. But yeah, it's pretty insane, you know. I don't really want to go over in huge detail everything again. I'm just gonna say that it is pretty amazing how, like, there's no way that you'd find a blue coin without having a guide, which is probably why they sold Nintendo guides in stores, you know, like walkthrough booklets for the game. I used to get those. Like, I remember I got one for like Twilight Princess and a few Pokemon games, and I never got one for Super Mario Sunshine because what I did is, before I started watching like YouTube, well, okay, so what I used to do is I used to Google like walkthroughs and text walkthroughs, and I used to like print it out and make like a booklet. And then I started buying those booklets from the store, but then I was like, wait, why am I doing this if I can just get it off of the internet? And then, you know, I got introduced to YouTube and whatnot. I'm like, hey, maybe there's, like, video game stuff on YouTube. So then I searched it up, and sure enough, there was, you know, walkthroughs without commentary. Not particularly for this game, just in general. So yeah, and then I started watching walkthroughs and Let's Plays and all that, but, wow. What was I talking about in the first? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I have a tendency to stray off and talk about things that are totally unrelated to what I was originally talking about. But then again, don't most commentators. I mean, you know, it kind of just happens. There's no planning. It just kind of happens. So here I'm spraying off the M marks. There's kind of like a trick where if you start spraying off one of like the graffiti marks and then you do like the big spray, it like cleans it off incredibly fast. And I do believe I do that maybe like 1 or 2 times in Bianco Hills, if not in Rico Harbor with those. But I do know I show it off sooner or later. So yeah, the blue coins, I tried to do this as quickly as possible. I believe this took like maybe like 10. Somewhere between like 7 and 15 minutes. I can't remember which. I'm pretty sure it's like 10 to 15 minutes. But yeah, so collecting blue coins in this level, these are probably, you know, well, except for this one. Look at this. Like, really? I mean, like, as I was talking before, it's like you pretty much have to spray every single part of the game in order to find all the blue coins. Even then, not only will like the hit detection not count, but also like some blue coins don't appear in every mission, or if they do, they like change location slightly. Like I believe that one blue coin where you have to spray the entrance. I believe that like changes from the left entrance to the right entrance. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm pretty sure it does change. And also, yeah, obviously since this is the first area of the game, the blue coins are pretty easy, and they're all like available in Mission 8. So that's always a plus. It's gonna be annoying for future episodes where I have to go into different missions and whatnot and get different blue coins, because for example for Rico Harbor there's 3 blue coins that only appear in Mission 1. So the slight spoilers, next episode I get the blue coins in Rico Harbor. So I had to like go to different missions. And like there's some blue coins that appear in multiple missions, but thankfully every single other blue coin appears in episode 8 in Rico Harbor besides the first 3, which only appear in episode 1. So yeah, that's just one of the examples of you're still not guaranteed to get all the blue coins. And in the last level of the Pianta Village, oh yeah, is that how you pronounce it, Pianta? I'm pretty sure it's Pianta. Anyways, in the Pianta Village was the last area. Wow, I've been talking about that a lot for some reason, but yeah, there's a certain mission where you don't have the flood for an overworld mission, not just like a secret platform mission, but it's actually a normal mission. And I don't want to spoil too much, but basically the whole there's like goop out of the way. Well, okay, I'll just say it. There's the whole town's covered in goop, and there's like this one There's this one red graffiti that's underneath one of the goops. I mean, like the M is like 5 times the size as a normal M, so you know I guess that kind of makes up for the fact that it's it's only in that one mission, and it's like. I don't know. I guess if you were incredibly OCD like me, and for whatever reason you felt like cleaning up the whole town, I guess that's kind of a reward for that. But you know, whatever. So, anyways, I believe that I'm about half done collecting the blue coins, and as I said, like the blue coins are more just tedious and time consuming than difficult. When we get into the later levels, they kind of get difficult. I mean, there's some really out of the way blue coins, and then there's, of course, some blue coins that only appear in like one mission, and it's more of a hassle than anything to enter one mission and collect like the one blue coin that's in that mission, and you know, change missions for the next one. Water break. And I'm back. You know, I probably really should cut out those water breaks, but I mute my mic, so you know, it doesn't matter nonetheless. But yeah. So, anyways, I totally forgot what I was talking about. But sometimes you see me. This is kind of like a weird habit that I have. As you saw there, I like jumped up on the ropes and went up onto the platform, and then just jumped off again. I don't know why, but whenever I go to like this platform that I'm on currently right now, where there's like the 2 hut things that you have to wall jump on, I always think that like from the red coin mission in the village, that I always think that it's faster to go on top of the other platform than like jump down and whatnot. And for this, fail. For this next blue coin that I get, I believe that you can just wall jump to it from the poles, but that's more difficult and not really worth the hassle. And I believe you can also just jump to it from the rope, and obviously you can get it with the rocket nozzle, but none of these blue coins are like 100% required to use the rocket nozzle for. And here I was like, I'm running out of water, and I believe like I used my last bit of water getting back, so it was a close run. I mean, it's not like I was going for the 100 coin shine, so it didn't really matter if I died, but once again, it would just be time consuming and whatnot. And here I'm just like, okay, I'm almost out of water. I don't want to risk it. But, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to spray this cloud, but by the time I get back to the cloud, it's, like, already shrunk again. I was like, thanks, game. And here, I believe I just go to there, and then, like, my water's empty, so then I just, go to safety and, collect some more water. So, that's, oh, yeah, also, something that's kind of a weird glitch in this game is, as you saw there, I kind of did like the stomach dive and then jumped back up, and then from there I fell all the way down. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically if you do one of those dolphin jumps off of like a cliffs, like you do a dolphin jump and then you press A to like go back onto your feet, but you fall while you're in the process of doing that. As if you can scroll back, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. If you use the hover nozzle while you're falling down, the hover nozzle doesn't like actually work. And I'm sure if you've played this game before, you somewhat know what I'm talking about. Or like it's probably gonna happen to me sometime through either this Project Stingray Let's Play or my actual Let's Play of the game whenever I do that. But yeah, that's kind of like an annoying, weird glitch thing that tends to happen. Well, not tends to happen, happens 100% of the time that you try to use the hover nozzle while you're in that position. I can't really think of a better way to explain it than the way that I explained it before, but that takes forever, so. Anyways, I believe that, I was looking at one of the guides, and it said that you like needed the rocket nozzle to get to this blue coin, but that's not true at all. I believe you can also just wall jump up to it, if you get the timing correctly and whatnot. But yeah, like some of the reason why I don't really like using text guides now is because like they're so misleading. I mean, like for one example, I remember like having the most difficulties with some of these blue coins because I followed the text guide and they described it terribly. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, for the last once again the village. If you played this game before, you know that when you start off in the last area of the game, you kind of like start on this platform, and then there's by the way, here I'm looking for the underwater two blue coins. So yeah, if you when you spawn in the village area, there's kind of like a bridge that leads to the actual village area. And there's like the guy explained it the worst. It's like like I'm just saying bridge just to make it make sense, but I can't even remember. It's kind of like a gray spot, but they explained bridge as like the worst like explanation ever. And then they're like, okay, you have to jump halfway off of the quote bridge, and then once you jump halfway off, there will be platforms right underneath it that you have to jump to get a blue coin. And if you played this game before, you know that underneath the village there are like mushroom platforms and the whatever the things are that Mario climbs on. And you're not really supposed to jump off to get to that area from jumping off half of the bridge. Like, you're either supposed to get to that area from like where you very first go and enter the area, or there's like multiple drop downs throughout the village that you can get to there. And it's like, it was the worst explanation of like going underground. I guess it's kind of like considered the underground of the village. It was like the worst explanation ever. And then on top of that, it was like talking about the once again, the people that played this game already. Well, just a little cut. I also like how like these levels and these missions are so boring. I have to like talk about the future levels, but then what am I gonna talk about then? I'll figure out when I get to there. Anyways, so yeah, and then after, it's like you have to go on top of the underground, and then I don't even remember how to split. If you've played the game, you know you go on top of the underground. Like there's this M that you have to spray in order to get the blue coin. And like I think I've proven my point, or gotten my point across. At least they've like it's terrible. I mean, that's why I don't use those text documents anymore. At least unless they show like pictures of where the blue coins are, which, you know, it would be pretty easy in my opinion. You know, you add like a small text tutorial with the picture beside. I mean, that doesn't really seem like that much of a like, that doesn't really seem that much difficult. Water break. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Whenever I do commentaries, I always tend to have to drink lots of water, but, well, not lots of water, just sometimes. And for whatever reason, more than not, I tend to get thirsty when I do these Super Mario Sunshine commentaries, which is merely coincidence. Usually when I know that no one gives two shits, but got nothing else to talk about. I'm chasing Shadow Mario. Normally when I take drinks of water, during commentaries, I just mute my mic. But since it's a post-commentary, people would, I don't know, might wonder what was happening if I didn't talk for like 10 to 20 seconds. So I don't know. I just do it just because. And now, obviously, getting Yoshi for this is floating Yoshi egg for the win. Getting Yoshi for this for the plaza is required to get 100% because, you know, there's a few shines. Well, yeah, a shine that you need to get with him, and then there's a few blue coins and whatnot. So it is necessary, and you actually need him to get into one of the future levels, which I show, I believe, next episode. And here I just kind of ditch him because I really just unlocked him just for the hell of it. I think about it, I probably didn't need to unlock it until next episode because it would have been more efficient to unlock him and then, you know, not throw him away and then have to, you know, get him a fruit again. But whatever. Like, I'm thinking of like the most efficient ways of like doing the playthrough. And I'm like, okay, this is a speed run. I gotta get so many shines. If I mess up too much, I'm restarting. I gotta get all these blue coins without messing up. If I mess up, I'm restarting. It's like I set such high standards. I don't know why. I guess it's just because I wanna, since I consider myself just above average at this game. Well, just a shortcut. These balloons, you can't actually pop them while you're just, you know, walking around or whatever. You can actually like use the hover nozzle and go right through them, I believe. And like this is one of the missions that's like, if you're playing this through this game like the first time, it's just annoying, kind of like the watermelon level in Yoshi's Fruit Adventure and all those. But anyways, so since I do consider myself to be above average of this game, I kind of want to do the game justice and, you know, see how well I can play through this game, because I've never really done a serious like MLG Pro playthrough, I mean, of this game, because not to say that I don't try whenever I play this game, but like I just play casually, you know. It's not super serious time whenever I play this game, and even when I let's play this, it won't be super serious time. And as you can see here, I'm having troubles with the aiming system in this, because if you play any shooters, you would think that the missile would go like you can kind of see like sort of like a sight, and you'd think that the missile would go like kind of right above where you're seeing, but no, it would go where, well, the middle of the screen's pointing really, but no, as you can see there, the rock, I was pointing straight at the balloon, but the rocket goes like way higher than you're actually freaking shooting. And I mean, I do really want to see a Super Mario Sunshine 2, but if they ever do that and they add in this like mini game thing where you have to shoot rockets, I don't know how they would incorporate. I mean, unless they do another roller coaster, I'm sure they'd figure it out somehow. But like, yeah, you might have to fix the aiming system there. And really, that's the only reason why this mission is so difficult. I mean, like, in previous practices of this game and like just playthroughs in general, lately I've been seeming to get this get all the balloons in like one go around. Well, usually I like get in like 1.5 go arounds because I usually get all of the balloons, and then there's just like 1 or 2 left over that I have to like try and shoot from across the park. And of course I end up getting them, but I don't know, it's whenever I record, of course I can't I mean, I gotta give it to myself. I am glad that I got the freaking watermelon mission in one try, which, you know, big time saver. But you know, sometimes they're oh, right there, the very first time I played through this game, I was like, what? Why did they reappear? Am I gonna have to like play through this again in order to get the shine? Sorry, please don't tell me that I have to play this again to get a secret shine. Oh God, no! And then the shine sprite appears, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, and also, if you die, like, basically, if you lose that minigame, and you go 3 times around without popping all the balloons, basically Mario just kind of like no-clips out of the roller coaster, falls to the ground, and then does like the dying animation where he falls on his ass, and he's like, oh, because apparently if you lose to El Piantissimo or to a race, or just basically and anything in general that requires racing or a time limit in Mario games, like, Mario / Luigi just dies of embarrassment, like, literally. I mean, I'm pretty sure this happens in Super Mario Galaxy also, like, when, for example, when there's those in Super Mario Galaxy 1, where those stupid time missions where you have to, like, throw the bombs and try to blow up the trash. If you don't do that, no, I'm thinking of it wrong. I believe if you don't do that in time, you just get the option to redo it, but there is, like, some sort of timer thing there. It's like, if you don't get, maybe it's like if you don't get the purple coins in time when there's a timer, he just, like, dies of embarrassment or something, but oh, and then also, the blooper surfing, if you don't get that in a certain time, you just die. You just die just of embarrassment for no apparent reason. And, I believe that, I'm doing the secret missions right now. I do the, 2 secret missions, and then I think this is the episode where is this the episode where I do the 100 coins? No. I do the 100 coins next episode after I do the Rico Harbor blue coins, which, you know, more blue coins, which mean I'm gonna have to think of unrelated topics that I can talk about, which, you know, fun. I didn't mean to quote Rebecca Black, but apparently when anyone on YouTube says anything that relates to the lyrics to any of the Rebecca Black songs, or if anyone ever says Friday, ever, you know, there's always that one guy that has to reference Rebecca Black. No comment besides that. And here it's they kind of like end the red coin mission early. I mean, there's still like another whole segment, and they just kind of ended off early. I guess they couldn't think of any more places to put it, or they didn't want to put it on like the whatever the disappearing platforms are. I don't even know. But I don't believe I get him yet. I believe I go back and get the other secret shine in the secret Yoshi go round thing, and then I believe I defeat Shadow Mario and get the turbo nozzle and whatnot. But yeah, so once again, you have to do all the bullshit where you have to get Yoshi, and in these later secret missions, it's like it's not only like, oh, finally it takes a while to actually get into the secret mission, but then there's also the secret mission after that. So it's like, finally I got in. Oh wait, there's still another fucking secret mission that I have to do after all that work. And that was an epic fail, and that was an epic fail, and oh no. I thought I ran into those like guys aimlessly running around in circles, but I suppose not. And for whatever reason, like every single time I play this mission, Yoshi always wants bananas. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen Let's Plays of him wanting like the coconuts and the Steve, and you know, all the other fruit. By the way, I saw a Big Dip like on top of a bus lately, and it was pretty ballin'. I don't know if you like ever seen a Big Dip before, but not only did I see a Big Dip, which are pretty rare, but he wasn't even like in the bus. He was like on top of the bus, so it was like a Big Dip that was on a bus. It was a pretty amazing sight. I mean, you know, even if you know what a Big Dip is, you know, you're like, oh god, those things are rare. But off track much, Jesus. Oh my god, I can get off track so easily. But anyways, collecting these red coins. I remember the very first time I played through this game, I was kind of worried because there's only 2 red coins in this whole like Yoshi cow block area, and then basically all of the other red coins are over there by like the freaking orange block maze thing. And I mean, they literally just like put them, they like cluster them all there. I mean, I guess it would be a little bit difficult and time consuming to you know, wait for the Yoshi cow blocks to, you know, move and get in the right area, so I can kind of understand it, but they really just cluster all of the freaking red coins together. I don't know, I don't know how, but maybe they could have spread it out a little bit better, whatever. So here, you know, there's platforms that would normally be useless that actually have red coins on it, and I'm not sure what's the whole the whole idea with the watermelon ice block and then just normal block. And there I thought I was fucked, so I'm like, please, please, please grab the ledge, and then I end up actually landing on the block instead of grabbing the ledge, which, thank god. But yeah, I don't really know what the point of those are. I mean, like, there is, you know, like, watermelon blocks, I think it only appears in, like, one other secret shrine, and then one, like, overworld shrine, but they're like smaller versions. But once again, in the freaking last level, jeez, I'm hopping up the last level way more, the Pianta Village, way more than it actually is. I don't know. I guess there's just a lot of things that happen there, more than I thought that I can talk about. But anyways, so yeah, they just kind of cluster them up there. And the ice block, I believe, the only like thing that the ice block is necessary for to get 100% is in the airstrip when you actually end up going back there. The one blue coin is actually inside of an ice block, and you have to spray the ice block in order for it to disappear. And here I'm thinking, okay, I definitely don't have enough time to get the 100 coin shine, so here I'm just going around collecting blue coins. And now that I think about it, it probably would have been faster if I would have used the Yoshi, not like the Yoshi, if I would have used Yoshi to eat the bluebirds, whatever. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Do I use it here? Yeah, I kind of do, even though I wait too long. That thing where you start spraying the M and then you do the big spraying and like puts it away, gets rid of it all really fast. But anyways, I believe I chased Shadow Mario down, and that's pretty much it. I may or may not get a blue coin with the Turbo Nozzle. I don't remember if I do that this episode or next episode. But currently I only have up to part 6 recorded, and it's currently, I believe, Monday. And yes, and part 7 of the actual Super Mario Sunshine Versus was uploaded previous Saturday, so I kind of want to get all caught up and upload all the Versus videos by the time the next Saturday rolls around. So, you know, I mean, I just have to finish commentating this one, which is like 1 minute, and then commentate the next one, and then record the next one, which, you know, not really that difficult. But yeah, now that I've told you my freaking story of recording for some reason that no one cares about, that may or may not see this project in the future, That's pretty much it for this episode. I believe I get the blue bird that's on top of that, like flies around in this area, as you can see there, and I failed to do so for a bit. But that's pretty much for this episode. And instead of forcing myself to talk about nothing for another 30 seconds like I did with the yellow coin and gelato beach thing, Sean, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up. So enjoy me failing, trying to get this bird for the last like 30 seconds, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.